everyone. I hope everyone is good today. It's good to see all of you again after a very long week, and hopefully my fellows are doing okay with a cash flow coaching and also the shortest graph of the four, which is the fourth one. It's actually advancing, making a very good change, and it is also injecting more new members in our community. Yes, I've seen one of the Facebook ad that we are now over 3.3 million, if I'm not mistaken. So thanks again for those who are currently viewing our live stream. Okay. So I hope we push this, not just pushing it, but with love and respect, of course, according to our mission statement. You know, certain things, if you do them just because you have no choice, of course, they won't materialize because you are not doing it from your within, but you'll be doing it just because of the you have no choice, if I can put it that way. But if you do something with understanding, also believing in it, then of course you will begin to view, also see things differently, you see. So, well, there will be a lot of questions, and there will be a lot of doubts. We know about that. Every endeavor, of course, we come across things like that. You know, we have seen that with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has demonstrated much things for us, and now we're here in TBC. Of course, it is different from Bitcoin, but at the same time, it is still another cryptocurrency. Then it is here. Now it's up to us to make it happen, because the whole guidelines and the methods of how to work with it are in place already. So if we don't apply those methods, of course, it's going to frustrate us. We will begin to have doubts and take a back seat and expect others to do for us. You know what I mean? So, but if we stand up with an understanding that what transpired with other cryptocurrencies, basically Bitcoin, of course, there will be others after Bitcoin, sorry, there will be others, and others who are also good, you know, though they won't be exactly like Bitcoin. So now here's the Billion Coin. It has its own mission, and some of us, not all, went through the mission statement, and some of us also went through the articles that were supporting the mission statement, of course, and some videos. I would say all positive guides from the admin that should this happen, that will happen. Should this fail, then what will be the impact? So as you can see that today, our heading is say what exactly can hinder our coin slash token. What can actually hinder it? We need to get into that and share it. Let's discuss it further about it, because most community members around the globe, they are asking questions and they are wondering, um, why is this token of TBC so strange? Um, it cannot be this. That's what they say. It cannot be exchanged. It is appreciating without the markets. And is this a scam? Where is it hitting? Why not this? Why that? Those questions. And we know we've heard these things for the past 2 years. Now we will be celebrating our third year anniversary. With many, of course, though another part of us who commenced this mission with us won't be there, because of the doubts, the anger, the disappointment in TBC, that. Um, but the bottom line is, um, after the things that I've mentioned, things that can make others doubts or have a negative impacts on this token. The question is, although to all those, did they do something in order to see exactly that this token is strange? Or did they contribute something? Or they were just observing at a remote, expecting others to do something for them? These are the questions that we should ask ourselves. Okay. But there are reasons. And if we we are interested to know those reasons, we will get deeper into the TBC arrangement and do our research thoroughly. Um, and then ask relevant questions. Well, of course, some will ask irrelevant questions from various leaders, various uh, members who are already clued up about TBC. Also, go to support just to do a further investigation or follow up on the questions that are being asked daily about the strange operation of TBC, in brackets, strange operation of TBC, in brackets, meaning I'm not saying that, but many are asking, also saying that. So these are the things that we hear uh, every day. Okay. So my point is, if you want to know about something, go deeper and investigate. Try to get as much information as you can and read about it. You don't just do your research, but you must also read about it. You see, and the only way to know about something is to read about it. Get as much information as you can, right? Um, in Bitcoin, many people. I'm also one of those people, and some of you, of course, did what I'm going to say. Um, Before we engaged ourselves with Bitcoin and other online networks, we went um, through their white paper in order to understand what was their mission, and before we made any decision, we had to learn about different programs online, of course. Some, of course, they didn't serve our purpose. They were just there only for a short while, and at the later stage, we were napped, things like that. So today, according to our heading, we have to share something. Okay. Not forgetting to share some things with a referral from the blog, of course. But I think most of the things that I've already hinted are from the blog. Okay. So we are not restricted in the Billion Coin to do a further investigation about it, to do a thorough research about it, and to find out about the future plans of TBC, and also the past 2.5 years history. What did it do? You look at those things, and currently, are they still standing? And what is the mission? Where are they heading? And what is hindering the whole program not to move very fast? What could be the problems? What happened? Because some of the questions we do ask those questions, but at the end of the day, really, have we done our thorough research or further study about what is happening? Why is it happening? So every cryptocurrency, according to my understanding, it will work out, provided people who are involved in it do make use of it. I hope we understand that one. But if all those who are in it do not make use of it, then they won't see any results or improvement, because they are not making use of it. They do have it, but they're just sitting with it and waiting for someone to come and do for them. This is it. So I'm talking about the Billion Coin, right? Yeah. Now, I would love to compare Bitcoin with TBC or TBC with Bitcoin. It took BTC some time to be what it is today. Okay, because people who are using it, they though when they started, they were in a smaller scale or smaller number, but they did that willingly, and they knew that the way they conducted themselves during the use of the token or coin, it will eventually not convince, but it will draw others to become interested and start learning about it. And from there, it will be duplicated the way they did, meaning those who were in a limited number, but they made a difference. And that is why today Bitcoin is well known worldwide, and even other programs online and other cryptocurrencies are currently using Bitcoin as form of payments. Even some of the corporations, businesses around the world, they've now become interested on using Bitcoin, you see, because of the small number of members who started believing in it, that this is money and it will work. Then what? Here we go. So TBC is the same. So we don't differ. I said we do differ with Bitcoin, but not that much, because we have a common thing to transact, to exchange peer to peer. So of it, Bitcoin does that, and TBC of course does that. And to all those who are still exchanging TBC coins from a minimum of $100, they understand that, and it is working. So there is no difference from the first cash flow system that has made many to become millionaires, and probably some are working towards billionaires. But millionaires, we know that we do have those within this community. Okay, it may not be a roundup figure that here's the million, but when we do the complete calculations from the first day when one started accumulating these gains to date, it will give you a million. Well, it will depend that did someone utilized that amount the right way, or someone was extravagant, it depends. Okay. So now, I would like us to understand that what makes a currency to produce, to produce or to generate more of it. Okay. If I give you $1 billion, then you receive that amount, then you store it in a safe, or let's use a safe, a vault. Okay, VAULT, a vault. What will happen with that currency? You go away for 5 years. When you return and open your vault, that 1 billion, will it still be the same amount, or dropped, or appreciated? I think one can answer that on the top chat. That's a question. Now, if that amount of 1 billion, when you revisit your vault or safe, didn't appreciate or depreciated, it's still stable or standing on 1 billion. That means there was never a circulation, right? So I hope we understand that if there's no circulation of something, there won't be any incentive or whatever. Okay. So here are these tokens, TBC tokens. Every member of the Billion Coin possesses that in a kringle form, in a full TBC coin. They have these numbers or wealth, but some of our members, they are just sitting with that wealth, stored it in a vault or safe, expecting it to produce something without being circulated. Then something is not right. There's something wrong that people are not doing. Then as soon as the system or the admin coaches these community members further that in order for everyone who is processing this wealth or these coins can produce more by following an extended guidelines like cash flow system, or within the cash flow system, we know that 50% is also applicable, right? And it's not a question of no, our coin it's so high in such a way that no one can buy it, but there are fractions. Bitcoin is high, but people are still purchasing that with fractions. Okay, so there's much involved within this cash flow, but there are basics. If you don't apply those basics, of course, you'll end up being frustrated in the billion coin community. Believe you me, your mind will drastically change, and you'll hate the billion coin. You'll even hate Bitcoin, because even in Bitcoin, those who are involved with it, they put an effort. They they do something in order to generate an income, if I can use a simple language. Okay, but what exactly is hindering our growth, our cash flow? It's because some of our members, they know too much about money. They know what? Too much about money. But when you go deeper, they know too much of nothing about money, because some they've been long in this game. They came across the systems that are cashing out, and they never asked how did those systems cashed out. For them was to collect, and they've been collecting fortunes, guys, since from day one. But when you look whole print out the record, even now they are still searching for the better ones that will pay out. But as soon as the cash is in their hands, they lose control. Then this is another thing that I wanted you to be aware of. Yes, in TBC, you can cash flow. You yourself can be a cash flow option or a button. But really, do you understand our mission? Because we will continue preaching this mission, that our mission is destined to end poverty globally. Do you really understand that, or is it all about individualism? The choice is yours. Okay. So, to all those who are keen, also interested to join hands with many who are in a position to grow this community further, let us do it, guys. Let us not allow anything or anyone to hinder this mission. Yes, in brackets, let us not allow anyone to make it difficult for this mission, okay? Because we are moving and we are already somewhere, you see. So, in order for any individual under the sun to produce results, people must make use of that individual. It depends what product is that. So we spoke about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, people started using it, then it became what it is today. So now, are you making use of TBC money or this currency? If you are not, it will just sit there, but it will, of course, work for those who are making a difference daily. Okay. We have offline and online cash flow coaching. And these are not just cash flow coaching. There's more involved. You have seen on our 4th cash flow coaching in the Republic of South Africa in Soweto Township, Gauteng Province. On the fourth session of CFC, cash flow coaching, we also produced a number of broadcasters, and some of them, they went, wow, oh, it's working. We can see since you've registered, we have received 1 million cookies, 2 million cookies, etc., etc. And when they post their testimony or their URL for the live stream broadcast done, it was pending there the next day or later, it was now approved. It was really a game changer to many that this thing is working. And in November, they will be redeeming. You see what I mean? So now here's another article, the latest article. That's quite a lot. Now the question is, are we gonna do that? Are we gonna allow our referrals to take part of this? Because I know some of the members and leaders did not allow their referrals to take part into TBC things. They were holding them back, because if they didn't hold them back, who was going to be their slaves or economy slaves, meaning to buy their tokens or whatever they have, not full TBC coins, but kringles, you see. And those I've already mentioned, they are even scared to allow their referrals to partake on cash flows and what do you call this? Broadcasting, you know. They are not partaking on the 4th graph, which is the red one. They are not interested about that. They are interested to keep this group, hostage them, so that every time they have a budget that, no, these ones are buying from me. Even those referrals who are kept hostage, whenever they have theirs, you know, we won't know, because everything is done secretly. So it's killing them. Fine. Now, why I'm saying this, during our 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th cash flow coaching, because the message now was no longer directed to leaders only, but it was also directed to members of our communities. Now, people began to hear a different explanation or presentation about TBC. They started asking questions that, we didn't know about this. Why suddenly? No. We were kept hostage. They became angry. And now they started now inviting their own people direct, you understand, not through those who kept them hostage. I think we're clear on that one. So many things has happened within this community. We we all hungry, if I can use that word, and maybe we're all desperate. But at the same time, what do we do? Are we doing the right thing, or are we contributing to wealth poverty? So one has to choose between the two. Okay, let's go to the top chat. My brother Sumon Reman, thanks again for seeing you. And my brother Steven, thanks again. It looks like your time is getting closer and closer before your takeoff from US to Africa, brother. But it's gonna be fun, you know. It's gonna be fun. I love this. Anyway, now we now understand that if all of us don't use this coin or token, then that is going to hinder our arrangement in TBC. Remember, TBC is a system. And thanks to all those who are making a difference and also making it happen. And we have someone also on the top chat. Thanks, Kafiso from the Republic of South Africa. Midlands, Soweto, Gauteng province. I hope many of you managed to see her first and the second live stream broadcast. She's also one of our students in a cash flow coaching, and she has helped us a lot. Actually, she's one of the members who will be welcoming Stephen Coffey and our brother Randy Wilson. So, though she came late, we're just about to go off this live stream broadcast, but thanks anyway. Yeah, so we have to work on this because this is ours, and I cannot take the back seat. At the same time, we have things that we are doing in our lives, but we do try to avail ourselves for any task given within this mission. So let us teach this system. Though some are saying we preach one thing every day, there are things that will be continuously repeated within this community because of some reasons. Some people, it's easier when we recite things, because if you don't recite, some people won't learn on the first day or overnight, but we must keep on reciting these things. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, thank you all. This live stream broadcast is from somewhere globally, and I thank you all to be here with us. And if you love to go through this live stream, you are welcome to do that. And I won't ask you to send your thumbs up because the decision is yours, but you know what to do at the end of the day. Just like I know what to do at the end of the day. And I appreciate everything that my fellows are doing. And sometimes I even attend, even if we are 2 or 1, I attend everyone's live stream. It depends on the time. And lastly, just to add something on that, um, we are now few weeks away from the Africa Detour, meaning uh, the African Events Tour, right? You know which one. So people, I know there are those who are already ready to purchase their seats or ticket. So be ready, and then you'll be instructed uh, not long on how to uh, proceed with your payments. Um, South Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, and other places who are on the who are in our events list. Okay, so as for the rest, I think the admin will advise on how to seal the whole arrangement. But thanks again for your time, and I'm looking forward to join you guys again, and I'll share with you again. Let me see. My times are still flexible, but I'm still here. I know you haven't seen me for 1 week because I would love to allow others to explore, to come out, you know. With me multiplying the numbers, please, guys, you'll excuse me. 2.5 years, it's a very long time. I've been doing that. So you have to come out, guys, and your referrals allow them to take part in this live stream broadcast. I will be happy about it. I'm not happy to see same faces over and over again. I would love to see new faces. That is why when there's a new face, if I'm passing by, I become interested. I'd rather stay there for 30 minutes. But with others, my fellow ones, I already know you. I'm used to you. But if you invited me as a guest, of course, I will come. And if I have 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'll still join you, but not always. But with the new ones, I'm here for them. Okay. And thanks again. To some, it's good night. To some, good morning, good evening, good day. It was good to have all of you. And thanks again, Stephen. Thanks, Kafiso. Thanks, my brother, Sumon Roman. I'm looking forward to share with you again. And bye for now.